I know it's been a minute, man. How are you?
I'm great. Yeah, I'm feeling really good. Really stoked to be back here in Asheville.
Yeah, how long have you been there?
I arrived Saturday and I'm staying until Monday. Took a nice full week off of work, a little bit longer
Yes.
actually. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Man, yeah. You work fast, my brother. You work fast. But man, I know you're happy to be back in Asheville. I don't know what you thought about if you've gone through like Biltmore Village and seen some of the devastation going on, but
Yeah.
it's pretty.
Yeah. A little bit there. Yeah, saw that there. I was out in Barnardsville. Yeah, I've been
Mm,
seeing lots of friends around town and yeah, it's a different place, definitely.
yeah, yeah.
And it's back up and running a bit too. So
Yeah, it's a resilient community for sure.
yeah.
But yeah, man, it's good to see you looking well, my man. You're looking well.
Thank you. You too, brother. You too.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Taking
Thank
good
you.
care.
So I appreciate it, man. I'm trying, man. It's tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
But before we begin, I want to have full disclosure in that Brad and I know each other. We've known each other for a couple of years now,
Yep.
and we knew each other from our former employee. We will not name, but Brad came over as a surgical PA to work with us.
Yep.
And I don't know if I ever told you this, Brad, but I remember the first time. I remember the first time we met, and you just seemed like a really nice guy. But I remember going on round. You came on coming out with rounds. You were sort of just kind of learning the ropes, and you came on rounds with us. And there was a patient that we were seeing, and I think he may have had some cognitive impairment in some way. He was sort of special needs, and I remember how you talked to him, and it was so caring and compassionate. And I'm like, man, like this guy.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, there's something different about this guy. Like,
yeah.
I felt something in your spirit that
Yeah.
was very nurturing and just compassionate. And so I was like, man, like that, like I knew something then. And then when I saw the skills in the OR, I was like, man, this dude is all that.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I mean, that's what a gift to receive that from you. I mean, I think we're all reflections of each other, and you seeing that in me. I mean, I probably couldn't say it as well as you just did, but I hold you in that same regard. Like watching you work with patients, watching your skills rounding, your knowledge base, watching you work with our coworkers too. Like all those things are really important, as you know, and as I see for people practicing in medicine. That paired with the skills that you wear and share in the OR. I've worked with a lot of surgeons. I've worked with a lot of doctors, and like
Mm.
you're one of the top by far. And so it's just
Oh,
a
thank you,
reflection,
man.
brother. Thank you for
Thank you.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
only the only thing I regret is that we did not get a chance to work longer together.
Yeah. Yeah. Me
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
yeah,
And it's funny. I would have liked much more time in the OR with you. Certainly. Yep. Yep.
yeah,
But
yeah.
who knows? Who knows when our paths will cross again in this journey.
You just never know. Life is funny.
Yeah.
And interesting enough, we were talking offline a little bit, and because I do coaching, I do men's
Yeah.
coaching. I sort of parlayed into that and have a supplement, and we'll talk about that a little later. But you mentioned
Yeah.
that you do some coaching, and I didn't know this. So please tell
Yeah.
me tell
Yeah.
me about that and tell me
Yeah.
about what you do.
Certainly. So it was more active prior to working with you back in Asheville when I took some time away from like a full-time job as a PA. And
Mm,
I was kind of working in the realms of, I called it like, planet medicine or holistic health and planet medicine. So that included my background with, Western medicine training as a PA. But then in my own interests and on my own health journey, I explored lots of different things like herbalism, Ayurvedics, working with like plants and plant allies like mushrooms and uh, all sorts of like biohacking, nutrition,
mm,
movement. All these things were part of my journey of getting well,
mm,
which I guess to summarize is, when I was I met you a few years ago. 10 years before that, my late 20s, early 30s, I had a lot of health conditions. At one point on about 10 different medications for chronic pain, anxiety, GERD, inflammation. allergies, I was on a lot of different medications and not getting much better or getting answers.
Oh.
So that took a shift in working with integrative medicine, Western medicine, and things outside of that. I did a lot of self study and learned from a lot of physicians and people outside and in and outside of Western medicine. So along while obtaining all that information, I figured I might as well share this with others. Was blessed to do that. Yeah, so that brought me back to wanting to share and kind of infuse some of that knowledge into medicine, back
Mm.
to the role of the PA.
Hmm.
So I could do that even in urology, and I saw that in you, the way you offered and suggested certain things to patients too. It's like these things can coexist, and uh,
Yes, yes.
so that I mean that was my coaching experiences, mostly just like I learned a lot about a lot of different specialties or a lot of different ways towards healing and wellness. And
Mhm.
I'd kind of just work with people to see what will work best and direct them towards other people, but kind of be their guide and keeping them consistent and getting back to feeling well.
Nice, nice. I think you and I share that passion to help empower other people. Me
That's all right.
specifically for men. You know,
Yep.
that is my passion, to empower men.
Yep.
I'm a man, so I get it. It's like things as you get older, and maybe you have not experienced this yet, but things kind of slow down a little bit, and it's like you
Sure.
you need nutrients, you need to fuel your body the right way in order to stay on
Yeah.
top of your game. And so
Yeah.
I yeah, so it's funny because Brad was in the office and he's hearing me talking with me, excited about this
Yeah.
supplement that I'm coming out with, and I kept saying it, and I was like, "Hey, you guys, would you try it?" And you were nice enough to be a guinea pig for me,
Yeah.
so to speak, and
That's
you're like,
great.
"Yeah, I'll try it." So, first of all, I want to know if you were taking supplements before,
Hmm.
and what was the why behind you even wanting to try, other than you were just being nice to me.
Yeah. Well, I'd say the last, I mentioned being on lots of medications before. I no longer take any medications, but I'm always
Right.
open to supplements and working with, the knowledge I'm seeking. And I have an Ayurvedic practitioner that I work with who kind of do an herbal blend.
Cool.
So yes, I at that point was taking supplements. At this point, I still am too, and I include your awesome product in that supplement line.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
so in addition to yours, sorry if I might be not hitting the question directly, but I take
No,
like
no, no, no,
some
no.
functional some functional mushrooms
Mm-hmm.
with like lion's mane, reishi, chaga, cordyceps. It's like a nice blend for mental clarity and circulation and calm.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the things that doesn't your supplement doesn't have,
Mm-hmm.
or it does have some for calming, the ashwagandha. But
Yeah, yeah.
um, yeah, and in my interest in taking it at that time was a couple different factors. I mean, I I was drinking coffee. I got back to drinking coffee when I got back in the workforce, and
Yeah.
I think, it's good at certain levels, maybe 1 cup a day. I thought, well, yours has a nice kick, a nice boost of green tea. So that was a
Mm-hmm.
great replacement for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was noticing, as you said, as we get older, and I'm in my 40s now, I was noticing just a little bit less energy and less recovery with workouts. And
Mm.
also, another factor too is when I was struggling with my health early in my 30s, I did have relatively low testosterone. So I thought maybe for these reasons that your supplement I could bring some benefit. Yeah, interestingly enough, I think I shared this with you. I hadn't tested it for years, my testosterone, and it was back up in high to above high normal ranges after being on your supplement for a while too.
Really? So
Yeah,
what, I'm interested in that, because what was
yeah,
it beforehand, and then what, if you don't mind
no,
sharing that?
no. It was the free testosterone when I checked it in my early 30s last was so about 8 years before being on your product was like in the 300s.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I forget
Which is
350.
right at the cusp of what's
Yeah,
considered low. Yes, normal. Yeah.
yeah. And then it was like after a few months on your product and I do multiple things and took a lot of changes in my life, but it was in 900, 950 range. Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's
big change there.
huge.
And I mean, I
Wow.
feel it, and I
Yeah.
could feel it because I
Yeah.
do other things to boost it, but yeah,
Mhm.
certainly.
Yeah. Wow, that's you're the first person that I know of that I've actually heard get numbers. I mean,
Yeah.
other guys say, yeah, I feel better, and you don't exactly know why, but
Right. Right.
because of the selenium and boron in there, specifically those trace minerals that help increase free testosterone. That's why I put it in there for that purpose.
Nice.
So yeah, that's great to
Yeah.
hear,
I,
man.
I'm confident that contributed to it. I mean, I just feel it. You feel more
Yeah,
vitality. You feel stronger. You feel my performance in work and sports got better. So yeah.
yeah, yeah. So tell me what the first, because when I remember I gave it to you and I was like, I wanted to get you, I said, just give me your feedback, honest feedback.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Right. I'm
don't
beating
sugar.
around the bush a little bit too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny how I've been relatively happy with I've been mostly happy with my sexual life and how it
Mhm.
pertains to that too, but certainly a boost in and I think as I think back to that time, I was starting to notice like less libido and like less maybe sexual drive and that yeah, like life force energy, right? That's how I look at it and noticing a little bit of lack in that. Man, I figured that's well, it's maybe consistent with aging and that's okay. But since starting the product, yeah, I feel a lot more of that life force energy, that sexual energy, and I chuckle because it's like almost like comparing it back to being in your young 20s and teenage years, like waking up with like morning wood and like really
Yes.
great erections, and it was great timing. I got into a healthy relationship at that time, and it was like just optimal, great performance, and better than I had in many years
Yeah.
for my sexual life. Yeah, so
Wow. Listen, this is my experience as well because when you're stressed and dude, we were so stressed. You're
yeah,
just
yeah,
looking for something to give you life, and to
yep,
overcome some of that and deal with the stressors and still have a nice quality of life. And when I started taking it, I was just like, wow, like I just felt clearer. I felt more energy, definitely
yep,
more blood flow.
yep.
And so when you were telling me, and I think you gave me some of the first feedback that ever got.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm like, he may be just saying this because
yeah.
he doesn't want to hurt my feelings.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
It's funny. I'm a little more shy about it. This my sex life, but yeah, it was really great product. It was great,
nice.
strong erections, more sex drive, more just and which lead to more like you said, more motivation,
Yeah.
action with my partner. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. So what I like what you said about that you take this along with other things
yeah,
because I this is never meant to be an exclusive product. You don't need anything else. I try to make it as comprehensive as possible, putting
yeah,
a lot of stuff in there, but it doesn't have some other things in there. And so
yeah,
you
yeah,
definitely, if you're into lifestyle and into fitness and nutrition and you already have a regimen, this could be a great addition
yeah,
to what
yeah,
you're already doing. Like so,
yeah,
because talk about that because you already, and I think this product is geared for that guy that
yeah,
is trying to
yeah,
do the right thing, trying to live right,
yeah.
and so yeah, just tell me about that. Like,
Yeah, you're right. I kind of got sidetracked. So I also take creatine. I think that's a good thing for me and for people that are lifting and training.
mhm.
And I play, so I lift 3 to 4 times a week, play volleyball, same 3 to 4 times a week at a higher level.
Wow, wow,
So yeah, yeah, roughly. So like for muscle recovery at our age,
mhm.
that's another great supplement I add to that. And I don't, I think I'd be interested to see if you've done any research on that, but I haven't found anything like any issues with combining creatine with these all the things we're taking
Yeah,
in the
no,
natural E-man. So
yeah, yeah,
I work with that. I also take Shilajit. That's
okay,
like a detoxifier.
hmm,
Take that from gummies. And, that's pretty much I do drink athletic greens, so there's some overlap. There's a lot of
yes,
I think there's if I recall correctly, like vitamin C, good amount of vitamin
correct,
C in the natural E-man, but I
correct.
don't think we can go wrong with having lots of vitamin C in our diet. So
No, good for your
yeah,
immune system. There's kale in there too, but it's good for, yeah,
right,
your immune system. And I think, the athletic performance part of it because it's got the beets in there as well and the
yeah,
B12 for
yeah,
energy. And you're an athletic guy, you're a high octane dude, right? And so like
right,
so am I. Like I'm constantly
yeah,
busy, I'm constantly working, and like
yeah,
I can't go a day without it. I feel it if I don't take it. I wondered if how you felt or if you noticed a difference when you don't. I know there was a
I
period where
did.
we
Yeah.
we did get you didn't get your orders, but
Yeah,
tell me the
yeah.
difference.
But you made it right. Yeah, like what understandably with all the stuff going on with the hurricane and yeah, I missed an order and I thought, okay, well, we'll try sometime without the supplement. And
Mhm,
I mean, yeah, I noticed it wasn't rapid, but certainly I think with like with the supplement and that slowly but surely like some of those levels depleting in my system, I was just not feeling as vibrant, feeling as active
mhm,
or and yeah, it was noticeable for me. I think it was about a month I went without it. And I think that's good for anything I work with just to do experiments to see like, okay, what supplements are working for me, what aren't. And
mhm,
yeah, I made it was a noticeable difference in energy levels, sex drive, yeah, focus, clarity, a
mhm,
lot of those things. So it was nice to isolate. Well, the natural E-man is the one thing that I've stopped over this time period. So
mhm.
yeah, I certainly noticed the difference.
Interesting. Yeah. It's so crazy because now I've been taking it. You've been almost what, a year maybe taking it? Close to a year,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
10 months or
close.
so.
Yeah, yeah. Right when you launched it, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got it before everybody else did,
Yeah,
but
right. Lucky.
yeah. So not taking it, like there's a place where I am now where it's almost it's become the norm. It's just like my baseline. And I do kind of remember life without it, but like
Mhm.
I don't want to like go back to that. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
really interesting that you did that experiment, not meaning to necessarily, but that
yeah, right.
you've seen a difference. Yeah. So you I consider this, and the fact that you have all this experience with natural remedies, I consider this an honor that you take it and you feel like this is really benefiting you in a
Yeah,
meaningful way. So
yeah. I mean, and I mean, I've been in this world, like I said, for my own health and wellness journey, and done a lot of research and tried a lot of things. So I'm discerning. If I look at every product, if it's got something in there that I don't like or think is actually good, and yeah, I had a lot of time to spend researching these things and trying things personally, and yeah, it passes the test. So that's
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I
Well,
adore it.
that's fantastic,
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah,
So
man.
just so you know, you'll probably be one of the first to try this as well. I have a new, just a slightly different version of it coming out. Hopefully in the next month. It's
Okay.
a watermelon raspberry, and I think you've tried that because I experiment with different flavors. So I
Yeah.
think maybe you tried that as well. But it's got
Okay.
KSM 66, which is a higher form of more potent form of ashwagandha.
Okay.
It is smooth, man. It
Nice.
is
All right. I'm gonna have to
like
look that up.
it is, yeah, it's very good. I think I've added a little copper to it as well. And then we also have, I didn't tell you this as well, but I'm working with a chef to develop naturally man energy bars.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're great. I've tried them. They're dark chocolate covered.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
Uh, and inside they're cashews and tart cherry mixed with the supplement. So you put it like so each bar is
Oh,
almost
yeah.
like a scoop of a supplement. So it's kind of a meal
Okay.
replacement. And
Yeah.
because of the nutrients in it, like it satisfies. So I'll let you
Okay.
try that when it
Yeah.
comes out as well.
Happy man. I'll be your guinea pig. And yeah, I like that. You mentioned the copper. Like I just was recently listening to something how most of us living in this world and eating the diet and the way our plants and foods grow, and a lot of us are copper deficient. So
Mhm.
you must be on that. Are you aware of that, huh?
Yeah, yeah. It's good to do with zinc, to pair with zinc too, and that's in there as
Okay.
well. And that helps with fertility, that helps with erection. It helps with so many things. Zinc is sort of that
Yeah.
super mineral that helps with your immune system as well. It helps with wound
Yeah.
healing. So all of that's in there. So that's, yeah. So I'm excited, man. I'm
Me too,
excited
man.
about the future. What's going to
Yeah.
happen this year? I think this is going to be a big year.
Yeah.
Things are just kind of lining up very nicely. But I appreciate you, man, for coming
Yeah.
on and
Me
spending some
too.
time, breaking on
Well,
your
I'm excited
vacation
too.
to
I'm
talk to me.
excited. Hey, it's a treat, man. I'm excited too. And just to mention too, I'm excited now. I'm getting settled back into the new PA job. I want to begin working with men too, specifically. And before I coached everybody, but yeah, I've been inspired. So thank you for the
Nice.
work you're doing, and yeah, follow the lead.
Yeah, maybe we can collaborate on some
Yeah,
things.
yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this is not the end for sure, and
All right,
I'm so glad that we stay connected. You're just good people, man. You're just good
you
people.
too.
Yeah.
I'll see you, brother.
So
Yeah, yeah, man.
very
God
good.
bless you. Thanks for the work you're doing.
I appreciate that, and we'll try to have you on when we've done some more products and you've tested it out and just see how you like it. But
Yeah.
man, I may have to make you the poster boy for the
I
supplement.
think we both can fill our roles, man. If I'm as vibrant and healthy and awesome as you in my 50s, then yeah, I'll be the guy in the 40s to be your poster child. How about
I,
that?
I appreciate that. I appreciate. I'm not quite 50 yet. I got a little
Oh,
bit more
really?
time. I got a little more
Oh,
time.
dang. All
No,
right,
no,
all right.
it's December, so yeah,
You're
it's
close.
coming.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I missed up. Yeah, I forgot. That's right. All
I'm
right.
holding on to my 40s as
Yeah,
much as
you're doing it well. You're doing it well. Yeah.
appreciate that, man. Well,
All
listen,
right.
good talking to you, man. And
You too.
hey, stay safe out there, bro.
All right, I will. See you, Doc.
All right. Hey, go Lions, right?
That's right, man. Yeah, yeah. It's
Is
been a
this the
while.
year? Is this the year?
I think this is it. I think we're gonna get to the Super Bowl. It's gonna be a good game in the Super Bowl. That's for sure.
Yeah, y'all are looking
Detroit,
tough to beat.
Detroit could use it. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes. Well, very good. All right, man. Much love, bro.
We'll talk
I'll see you
soon.
later.
Much love.
All
Peace.
right. Take care.